The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance in USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third down, going up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
And when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
There's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
The give to the back. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Handoff to the single running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stout. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's straight. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On second down, he'll fire. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Trojans.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Crosses to 35. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and... He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Ole Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
Handoff to the single back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snares it outside, it's straight. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's straight. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Power football with the run. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's a right ball. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. At the 35, he's open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Now they'll try the right side. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on it.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. Give to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Wolverines! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw. He's right on target. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peppers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left to him.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man all by himself. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He wants to take the top off, and he throws another interception, his third one of the night. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
It's just simple. Simple first down run. You're showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The toss sweep to the right. Oh, he just flat ran over it. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David